What's going on, Gemini? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you your July 2020 Silent Enemies reading. I hope all is well with everyone. The Silent Enemies reading is a reading that helps you to pay attention to your intuitive nudges. A lot of times we disregard those because we're in this 3D realm and we're told that we're not supposed to pay attention to our intuition and our gut. We're just supposed to base what we make decisions on based on what we can actually see and what we can actually touch. But our God-given gifts are our intuition, and they help us to keep us out of trouble and to keep us away from, they serve as a warning, a red flag, in reference to what could be going on. So you want to pay attention to those intuitive nudges. You don't want to just brush them off. You want to investigate them first, confirm if they're a false alarm, and then brush them off. It's especially important to do so around people who are closest to you, because those are the ones who have access to you, okay? And if they don't have your best intention in mind, then unfortunately, you could become a victim of some sort. A lot of people don't like to look at that. They think that's negative. Oh, you're being negative. Why are you talking about friends and family deceiving people? Because it happens. It happens more than you know. And if you understand, relationships and that we're all soulmates to one another, you'll understand that some soulmates and some karmic relationships are not lover relationships. Some karmic relationships are family members, okay? Your karmic could come in the form of your mother. Your karmic could come in the form of your godson. Your karmic could come in the form of your child. Like, that's the reality a lot of people don't want to look at. And so you need to pay attention to these intuitive energies, these intuitive nudges, so that you know, okay, am I dealing with someone who's just having a bad day? Or am I dealing with someone where there's constant issues between us and I can't figure it out? Is this a karmic partner? And then if so, I need to deal with them accordingly. What do I need to do? You need to pay attention to these repeated intuitive nudges that you're getting about people who are closest to you, okay? It could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be a coworker, it could be a child, it could be any type of family member, it could be anybody who is in your vicinity on a regular basis that you're getting these intuitive nudges about. You need to investigate these nudges and pay attention to them and then dismiss them if need be. There are no such things as coincidences. The first cards I have here is the 8 of Cups in reverse energy. This energy is an energy of, I'm getting that there's back and forth in reference to how you feel about something. You're going to have to make a decision, Gemini. You're going to have to make a decision about something. You keep going back and forth internally about it. Whether you're physically trying to go back to someone, or whether you keep going back to an emotional state here that's not good for you because you're not learning the lessons from it. This could talk about addictions. We're dealing with cups here, so we could talk about addictions. We could talk about drug addictions, where there could be something going on that it's hard for you to deal with. It's hard for you to process. And so you keep going back and forth with yourself about it internally. It could be about a loved one. Cups are about emotion there. It could be about a family member. Maybe, for example, someone could have lost their mother as a child. As a child, they didn't have a mom. And so as a result, they're still dealing with the emotional remnants of what it feels like to grow up in an environment without having a mother figure. And some people, they choose to deal with those energies by dousing them in drugs, alcohol, whatever it is, to numb the pain. But I'm showing that you keep doing this over and over again because you're not dealing with the pain. You're like trying to coat it. Like you're not opening up the wound and treating the wound. You just keep trying to cover it with Band-Aids. Like the alcohol or the drugs is the Band-Aid. And the wound is not getting air. You're not allowing it to heal. Some of you may need to talk to someone, you may need to get counseling, or you just might need some good friends that could, you could voice your concern with. Maybe they could provide perspective that you haven't looked at or considered. A lot of Geminis, they think they got everything figured out, but we're all human. We all, when it comes to emotions, especially as you as an air sign, that's the last thing you guys got figured out. is the emotions. So it's good for you to have people around you, like to have water signs around you or to have fire signs around you, to help you, to give you that balance that you know that you can confide in, that you can talk to. Maybe they can help you sort your feelings out. If not, then maybe you go see go speak to a counselor or a therapist or a I would say more so a counselor or a therapist. I would say water sign, because Scorpio is into psychology, psychiatry, the higher mind, as well as Pisces. So find you a Pisces friend. Find you, got heavy prominent placements of Pisces, heavily prominent placements of Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And connect with these people, and if it's a friend or a family member, let them know what you're feeling. Maybe they can help you sort out your feelings. Some of you, I'm getting that you are looking to, you could be having someone come back to you. This could be what the issue is. It could be a lover that you're tied to spiritually, and you guys keep coming back to each other because there's some karmic lessons that haven't been learned. I'm feeling like that is the case for some of you, and as a result, there's been all kinds of things that have been going on with you trying to avoid your feelings for this particular karmic individual or this particular divine. It could be your divine masculine or your divine feminine, and you're fighting the feeling for it, and it keeps coming back up and you don't know how to handle it. It could be because you did this person very badly when you left them, and now you're having to deal with the fact that, damn, this was the one. Now, and you're trying to figure it out. It's very difficult for you. I'm feeling you guys need to talk to someone. Find you a water sign friend. Find you somebody who's got a Venus in water, who's got a Mercury in water, who's got a sun sign or a moon sign in water, or even an ascending sign in water. For sure. This card here, this is the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, the Page of Swords energy. What I'm getting here is that, you're searching for answers. You're searching for truth. I think it has a lot to do with your emotions here. You're searching for some type of answers, trying to figure out what you really need to do and what you want to do and where you stand. These cards could be individual situations or they could be intertwined. I'm getting the vibe right now that this is all intertwined for some of you. For some of you, this is you debating on going back to someone. This is about you maybe trying to see if you can locate this person with the Page of Swords energy. Somebody you may want to return to. Somebody whose heart you may have broken in the past with the Three of Swords reverse. Or someone who may have broken your heart in the past. It could have been both of you. Back and forth, you each could have had a round of breaking hearts with each other. I'm getting strongly a strong divine masculine, divine feminine energy here for some of you. You're fighting it. You've been in denial about it. Some of you are starting to come to the conclusion that something is up, and you're starting to want to investigate more. And talking to friends and family members might help you for sure. But you're really trying to find out information. There's a lot that's going on with you. You're going through ascension process, and you have a lot of questions, and you're looking at it from the mind of a air sign, inquisitive, wanting to know, what is this, why is this? And when it comes to the feelings, you don't have a hold on that. So you're trying to process it in the mindset of an air sign, and it's very difficult for you to do. So you're looking for answers. You're looking for different ways to figure out what's going on so that you can move forward in your ascension process, because you're tired of the back and forth is what I'm getting here strongly. You're tired of the back and forth with no matter what it is, whether it's a friend, a family member, whether it's a lover. But I'm getting strongly divine masculine, divine feminine energy, twin flame energy. This is you coming to terms with who your divine is, knowing who they are, but you've been fighting it for a lot of you. Or for a lot of you, the person that you were dealing with has been fighting it, and they may be trying to come back to you. So the energies can be reversed. But this is coming up as in the silent enemy reading, because you two have been back and forth with this, and you two have broken each other's hearts before. A lot of pain is what's been going on here. So much pain that I said, like for some of you, you're coping by escapism, drugs, alcohol, what have you. Because there's a lot of pain going on. A lot of it could have had something to do with childhood. And so people are reflecting now, looking back, because we got Mercury in retrograde in Cancer. All right, so a lot of people are dealing with childhood issues as to why their relationships are not working out, because it went back to something that went on in their childhood. So people are uncovering that. A lot of people have addictions, things like that, because they had issues with parents or their mother or the nurturing figure in their home, whether there was a lack thereof or whether it was neglect or abuse or what have you. I'm getting that strongly for a lot of Gemini energy here. So you're looking for answers. A lot of you are looking for someone to talk to. Meditation would be good for a lot of you as well. Since you are the opposite polarity of Sagittarius. Sagittarius deals with the higher mind, which is the intuition. So some of you need to tap into that Sagittarius energy and meditate. A lot of you are already tapping into the negative aspects of the Sagittarius energy with the addictions. But now it's time to flip it and tap in and tap into your higher intuition. Meditate. Get you some stones that will help you with your intuition. Moonstone is a good one. Moonstone. I pulled that for, who was it? 2 other signs I pulled that for today with the silent enemies readings. If I believe, who was it? I can't recall. But I only did 4 of the signs before you. I did Aquarius, I did Scorpio, I did Capricorn, I did Taurus, and I did Cancer. So it's one of those 5. So if you got any of those in a prominent area of your chart, check it out. 2 of those videos out of those 5, Moonstone came out. Moonstone helps with intuitive energies. It was Taurus for sure, now that I'm thinking about it. So if you have Taurus in a prominent placement of your chart, like if you are a Mercury and Gemini and your Taurus is sun sign, this would work out for you as well. You should always be checking out the videos for your other placements as well, okay? So with this 3 of Swords in reverse energy here, this is some of you wanting to heal the pain from the past, the broken heart from the past. You're realizing that the alcohol and the drugs and the whatever else you were indulging in is not helping. It's not helping at all. It's making things worse. And it's gotten to the point where a lot of you are hitting rock bottom. And you want to come up out of that energy. You don't have any place else to go but up. I'm feeling that strongly here for a lot of you. You have no place else to go but up. A lot of you have caused a lot of pain for yourself and for others. And you can't deal with it, which is why you're coping with the escapism. Neptune's in retrograde right now, so people are seeing the error of their ways. They're seeing the things that they've been doing that they were disillusioned about, how their actions influence and hurt others. So a lot of you are dealing with that right now, whether you are on the receiving end of it or the giving end of it. So this is showing up in your silent enemies reading because some of you are your worst enemy. You've been trying to cope with the pain, and it's not in a negative way, but the energy is negative because it's not your intention to be shitty to people, but it's like because you have some unresolved issues from childhood, a lot of you, this is why your relationships are not working out. This is why you end up being in situations where you may cause hurt or someone hurt you. And it's repetitive and you don't understand it. And it's to the point now where you're like, okay, well, where's all my friends? Where's all my family? You're realizing you don't have people around you because you have to start and look at you. And start asking questions about your behavior and your communication with yourself, as well as how you communicate with others. Some of you are wanting to go back to someone. You want to apologize. You want to make things right, and you're looking for this person. Or some of you have someone who's going to come back to you, want to make things right. They're looking for you. Now it's going to be up to you to follow your intuition in reference to what you're going to do when this person comes around. We'll go into the extended. We'll find out what this person's intentions are. But somebody is returning to you. I'm feeling like Geminis are going through a state now where they were with karmics and they're coming out of relationships with karmics, or they were karmics and they're in the process of transcending so that they could attract their, a lot of the Geminis that I've been reading for, they've already been in contact with their divine masculine or divine feminine. I won't say twin flame because I don't know too many twin flames that get together and break up. Like, I've not heard of that, but some people say it's true. But that doesn't make sense to me. The only way that would occur is if, there were more lessons that you had to learn, so you got together and you split up. So that could be the case, but I'm feeling like some of you have met your divine masculine and feminine, and that was the case. You weren't ready for them, they weren't ready for you, so you guys had to split up, go other places, have other relationships, get other lessons, and now you're at that point where you're coming back to your counterpart. Yeah, increased support. So it says this is apophyllite. Let me show you the spelling so you can look that up if you want to work with that stone. I don't have that one here to show you. It's called apophyllite, and this stone is about increased support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. So like I said, a lot of you are in a grieving process right now, and you're looking for help. You need somebody to talk to. Some of you need friends. You just need good old-fashioned friends. You need some water sign friends. You need some fire sign friends. They'll help you to process your feelings or your emotions. Or some of you need to go to a psychologist or a psychologist. You don't have to go forever. You know, some of you need to talk to an astrologer. If you don't want to go that route, talk to an astrologer, get your chart pulled, start looking at your chart, understanding what your, what your oppositions are, look at your aspects, because that's going to help you to determine, okay, well, where can I win? How can I win? Where can I begin? Some of you need to talk to astrologists, all right? If you need a personal reading, reach out to me. I can pull your chart. I can take a look at your aspects and see what's going on with you and get you some information to get you going, for sure. Definitely could do that. You could work with this stone. What this stone will do is stones, they have their own frequency. When we all walk out, we have our own frequency. When you add a stone to your frequency, it combines with your frequency, so it gives off the frequency of what it is that this stone is supposed to do. So when you have it on your pocket, it's like it's vibrating what it's supposed to do out into the universe, so that it attracts the support you need. In this case, it's attracting, it will be attracting the abundance of help and opportunities that you need to get you where you need to go. Okay, so you may want to work with this stone. All right, you could wear it as a bracelet, you could buy it as a ring, you could wear it as a necklace, earrings, or you can just carry a raw loose stone. Here's an example of a raw loose stone. This is not the stone we're talking about, but this is like something you can carry in your pocket. So you can get it in many forms. You may want to go online and look for genuine apophyllite, okay? And order that, and then rock with that. Sleep with it under your pillow. Write down your dreams in the morning. Carry it on you, and what it'll do, it'll start gravitating. It'll start bringing help you need. It'll start bringing energies to you that are going to help you heal, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the extended. We're going to get a little bit more into this for those of you who are resonating with this. We're going to see what other messages Spirit has for you. But I'm getting for a lot of you, this is like a twin, I won't say twin flame, but I'll say divine masculine, divine feminine. In the process of the divine masculine or the divine feminine that's here in the situation is starting to go through the dark night of the soul. And then they'll start the ascension process, but they just need some help. They're at rock bottom right now, which is a positive step because they have no place to go but up. So we'll go to the extended, we'll take a look at that, clarify that, get you some more advice, and then if I don't see you in the extended, I will see you in the next reading. Peace out, Gemini.